Are we there yet? Let's get on with it and find out. Hi and welcome back to the WRX in the shed build, and yes, it is getting tantalizingly close. It is coming together, yes. Hopefully in this episode we're going to either finish the car or go 99% of the way. So let's get on with it. So I said I had a solution to sort out this hole here for the fog lights. Yes, I could put factory fog lights in. They are a little bit heavy and they also tend to get broken quite regularly. So instead I'm going to blank those off. And I'm going to start with one of these. It's a cardboard template that I've cut out and made for this. And then I'm going to transfer that to this here, a bit of aluminium mesh or perforated sheet, and I've already cut these to shape, trimmed them out. It was actually off a piece of an offcut, that's why this edge here is a little bit sad looking, but when it's in it'll be fine. And yeah, that is going to end up in there. An hour or so's work, and that's what it all looks like. First thing to do is to get the radiator sorted out and back in the car. The other car that was rolled had a completely destroyed radiator and it was twisted and bent, so definitely didn't want to put that one back in. So we'll put a fresh radiator in it, and that should make things much nicer. Now, a question I get asked quite often about this is it better to use a standard radiator or an aluminium radiator? Now, don't get me wrong, aluminium radiators are actually quite good. However, the standard WRX radiator is also very capable. In fact, it's so capable that when we run anti-lag, which it generates huge amounts of heat in rally cars, these radiators quite easily cope with that heat and don't give us any problems. So yes, you can run an aluminium radiator, and believe it or not, it's probably cheaper than an OEM radiator. However, I like to use the OEM radiators. They come with a warranty, they're locally available, whereas I've got to order the aluminium ones online. At the moment the warehouse is in Victoria and they're in all sorts of mess with the coronavirus. So this radiator will work for me. To be honest, I've never had an aluminium radiator fail. I have used aluminium radiators, and sometimes these radiators can fail because they have a plastic tank on the side and the crimps fail on them occasionally. However, it's pretty rare. So anyway, this radiator will work fine. Something else I have discovered that will be a problem. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera or not, but that hose is very sad, so I'm going to change that hose. Okay, so that's the radiator all bolted in and done. I also found the power steering pump that I put in was noisy. It was pretty horrible and not working that well. So I've replaced the pump with another one that I've got spare, and also changed out this hose that was also cracked and broken, so that will be reliable now. It's another thing checked off the list. Some other things that got sorted. Our windscreen guy came out and fitted the front and rear screen, so they're all done, which is great. All the door seals are in. Also got all the pinch seal in now to cover the sharp edge of the seam there. So it's all beginning to come together. Another thing, and this turned out to be rather a bit of a mission, was to get a new spoiler for this. I managed to get the version 5, version 6 wing for it. Yeah, I won't go into the details of that, but marketplace and some people that are selling stuff, Jesus, it really took a fair effort to get this, and it wasn't in good shape. Thankfully, the guys at M&M managed to restore it back to its factory finish, which was great. But yeah, it was. I'll put some pictures up of what it looked like when we pulled it off the donor car, and the person that we bought it off hadn't actually even seen the car that they were selling the parts off. It was a very interesting story, but that's for another day. Okay, this is our own design sump guard, and we'll get this on underneath the car and keep pushing on. Alright, Mark's busy putting the harnesses in the car. Okay, so we've got the harnesses all in the car now and sorted, so that's the belts done. We gave the brakes another quick bleed to get them sorted out. Also, you can see in the corner down there, we've got some roll cage padding in a few of the critical places where you could bang your legs and arms. We may also put some on the side intrusion bars. We'll see how we go with that. Okay, and then just behind the seats also got the triangle cable tied in. That is a requirement for rally sprints. We'll also cable tie a spare alternator belt in there as well. That's not a requirement, and it's not really needed for rally sprints. However, we've got a spare one sitting in the box, so we'll get it in a place where if we need a belt, we've got one there available. So this particular gearbox is a bit low on gearbox oil, and it's got what I call Smurf juice in it. You can probably see there, it's a blue coloured oil. It's actually Redline lightweight shockproof oil. That's its proper name. It's pretty good oil. It's we don't tend to use this so much these days in the Subaru gearboxes, but once it's in the gearbox, it's very difficult to get it out. You can't sort of flush it out. It's a very sticky oil. So if it's in there, it's got to stay in there. And I need to top the gearbox up to get it to the right level. So because it takes such a long time because of the way it sticks to all the gears and everything, I've got a U-Butte gadget that we made up to help fill it up. And it is this, very high tech. Basically what happens is we've put a tube here which acts as a breather to allow the air to come out, because the Subaru transmission has to be filled through the dipstick hole, and it's not the easiest spot to get into to be able to use a pump in there, and also I don't want to contaminate my pump with this particular oil because we don't tend to use it much anymore. Okay, and through the magic of television, it's all done. So mechanically now the car is pretty much finished. We've still got a little bit of cosmetics to go, and there will be a bit of a reveal because we are going to put some stickers on it. And thank you to Richard, who's done all the stickers for us, our sign writers. Great. We'll show that in our next video. Yes, we will do one more, and it'll be basically testing the car and running it so you can see what it goes like. It's taken almost 9 months, a pandemic and a whole bunch of other crazy things in the world to get this car finished, and it has been quite a learning experience. I normally wouldn't use so many second-hand parts, and sourcing those from places like Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree has been very interesting at times. It's been great fun. Also, thank you to everyone that's helped us out with this M&M Auto Spray that have put the fantastic coat of paint on it for us, a lovely 74F, the WRC blue. Also to Tim from Better Performance Products for the help with all the aeroflow fittings, and also Redline oil and other bits and pieces that we've needed. To Mark, who's really been the major partner in helping put this together, and to Jack, who's also lent a hand with it, and to the other people as well. Also to you, to the audience, for the support, both online and also in person at events. We've got a great number of comments and feedback for that, so thank you. It's really inspired us to keep making these videos. Right, that's it for me for this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It's always great to get some new subscribers and people that follow us on board. Obviously, apart from making another video about this car, we're going to continue doing all our regular videos, and we might have another rally car in the build shortly, and that one we'll actually build in the workshop. So that's me signing out. Have a great week. I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.